What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome to Factory Town. Factory Town is a city builder factory management sim from Erik Asmussen. This is a one-person development team, and I gotta tell you, Erik puts in the time, and this game does look completely awesome. Now, it's listed on Steam. There is not a release date yet, or an early access release date. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. However, you can go to Steam and wishlist it. Link is down in the description below. Now, Erik has been kind enough to get me access to this early version. It's a pre-release version, as you see right up top. I will tell you that just not too long ago, a week or two ago, it did say the extremely early alpha version up top. So now that he's changed it to pre-release version, I think we are getting a little bit closer, and I will keep everybody posted as soon as I know any dates when Factory Town will be available. Let's go ahead and get a new game started and check things out. Now, first off, when you're creating a game, you can choose from different scenarios, whether you want just the regular old sandbox mode or creative. There's several biomes available. You got plains and rivers, mountain lakes, plateaus, volcanic islands, etc. And you can choose to build however you want to get started off. Now, terrain is a huge part of the game. There will be automation from the ground up, meaning we'll be just rolling logs through chutes to start things off. We want to make sure that we've got a terrain that's friendly for the early game. Now, as you advance on through the game, you can modify the terrain and create just absolutely wonderful things. See, auto-place the base is on. Smooth starting area. I can't see how that would be a bad idea to put that on. As I mentioned, particularly early game, the terrain plays a huge factor. And the start state, we'll go default. You can start at different ages. You will advance your way through your factory and automation into your starting age, and then you'll go to a farming age, a machine age, and a magic age as you advance. Let's go ahead and get things started and see what we can do here. Now, as you see, our starting objective, gather wood. Erik did a great job at putting kind of a step-by-step tutorial to get you through the beginning aspects of the game. The camera movement is WASD. You scroll with the mouse. You can spin. Lots of different options in, and looks like I got a pretty decent starting area. We've got some grain over here. We've got some trees. We've got the river right there. And then we've got some rocks. What have we got here? The coal is there. Waterstone. I'm not really sure what waterstone is, but obviously there's not a ton of it, so I'm glad I've got so close. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things started. As you see, we need wood to build houses. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and select one of my workers, and we will go ahead and collect wood, and we're going to put it back into our base. And in fact, let's go ahead and get two of these guys doing this. You know what? Let's really speed the process. We'll get all four of them doing it. How's that? Let's put these guys to work here. Now, obviously, our goal is to automate. However, before we can get to that point, we've got to start off with some workers. So harvest wood from trees and bring it to your base is the starting mission. Now, as you see, that part of the tutorial has closed, and we've now got build a house. So houses allow you to hire more workers, more housing, more workers, standard with most sim-type games. We're going to open up the build menu and check out our first houses here. So up top here, we got buildings. We want to build a house. Where do we want to put it? Let's see. We can rotate the house with R, depending on how we want it faced. And although I do have some really nice resources close by, I don't have an absolutely wonderful building area. Now, I do want to leave plenty of room for things to go around. Let's go ahead and put two houses down right there just to get things started. And now you see it's telling us to create some workers. Up top here, we've got our worker capacity is 4 of 8. So with our two houses down, we can have up to 8 workers with these vanilla houses. Now, as we see here, 2 of 4 houses. Now, this is referring to our base. We'll have to upgrade our base to increase our housing allotment. Now, let's see, we want to create some workers. As you see, that is hotkeyed down here. So I can just hit the number 1 and let's just pop down a couple new workers. And then now we want to supply the house. So to get things started off, eventually, of course, we'll get a market in place and stuff like that. We want to get some basic supplies to the house. And this is also going to allow the houses to earn your various currencies. Now, it will develop happiness. As the happier your community is, the more they're going to earn. So you want to keep your houses, obviously, stocked up with lots of resources and very, very happy. Now, we got our 2 new homies here, and it's telling us to bring some grain to the houses. So let's go ahead and take both of these guys. We'll put 1 on each house, and let's just get these houses supplied with some grain, and then you'll see that I start getting currency. Now, as with most games like this, pathing will allow the little guys to move a lot quicker. So why don't we get them a little pathing? In addition to that, we are going to be using wagons. We'll be using wagons prior to being able to fully automate everything with factory belts, which we will be able to do eventually. There's chutes, there's railways, there's all kinds of stuff that we're going to use to get things started off here. Alright, and now it is telling us to build a lumber mill. So for the lumber mill, we're just going to go to that build menu again and go to buildings. We got lumber mill. Now, lumber mill is going to cost some stone in addition to that wood and the coin that we already have. So we need to get some stone in the operation. Why don't we take this worker and let's grab some stone, and we'll put that guy on a new task of hauling stone over to the house. Now, how much stone did it say I was going to need? I thought it said I needed 5. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, I need 5 stone. So you know what? Let's grab a second worker. There is a pause menu. Spacebar will pause it, so you're good to go there. And let's see. Let's grab more stone and bring it over to the base. Now we've got a couple of houses down. We're still waiting for that stone, and I think we probably are at the point where we have enough now. So let's go ahead and get our lumber mill built. Now, I mean, common sense would tell me put it close to the woods, particularly at the state of the game where we're at right now. So why don't we go... Where do I want it? You know what? Let's put it right there. And then that should allow... Yeah, it'll allow these guys to get going here. So now let's go ahead and pause it. Now, all of these workers that were going to the base, we're going to now send half of those to this lumber mill instead. So let me reselect this one. We're going to grab some wood, and this time that one is going to bring it to the lumber mill. We're going to make this guy just dump the wood off at the base, and then he should actually... There we go. And now he is sleeping. So this guy here, will bring him over, grab some trees, throw them into the lumber mill as well, and we should have that lumber mill kicking out. Now, I don't know if you noticed the pop-up there, but we do have chutes available now, which with chutes, obviously we built close to our wood. If the wood was further off, I could set a row of chutes, bringing the wood down. Now, the lumber mill here, we need to select a recipe, and we want to make planks. And then now these guys are going to just bring that wood along to fill up the planks. Now I can throw one more worker down, and I think it's time to just go ahead and drop a worker here, and we'll have this guy run these planks over to the base. Now, as I mentioned, this will be fully automated. Conveyor belts, chutes, just, you know, railways. There will be lots and lots of automation going on here as we build this town out. Now, what are we doing? See, it's telling us to upgrade the house now. So we've got 1 happiness on a house. We're earning a little bit of coin. Let's go ahead and upgrade a house. And now supply the house materials. Houses can accept a variety of goods like planks. Different goods provide different amounts of various currencies. Each actively supplied goods category earns you additional happiness and increases baseline production speed bonus. So there's another thought too. The happier your homies are, the faster they're going to work. So, I mean, how do you deny that? Now, we want to bring some planks over to a house. So, let's see here. Now, what is this guy? This guy is running the rock. Let me go ahead and just move him over here for now. And I think we will have him bring a plank to a house here just to get this particular little objective unlocked here. See, now it's time to upgrade the base. Your base can be upgraded to allow you to build more houses. Now, obviously, I can put 2 more workers down still because I upgraded that house, and I can actually still do 2 more houses as well. And I think, let's do them just like that. That gives us, yeah, we still have a pathway to go here. Let's go ahead and give these guys a little working area so they move a little quicker. And it is time to upgrade the base. Now, to upgrade the base, we need 10 planks. We've got the coin, we've got the stone, and we're going to need the happiness as well. So we're going to have to supply these 2 houses with some goods to get that happiness up. Throw down 2 more workers, and for now, let's get both of these workers supplying these 2 houses here with some grain. Now the happiness will start going up really, really quickly as these guys are now, you see we're up to +5 already, as these guys are stoked, and we are just waiting for some planks. Now how are we doing here on planks? It's actually going pretty quick. I'm going to pause this guy for a sec. Let's bring him over here and just let him kick it for a moment. In fact, one of our problems is the wood seems like it's not going in quick enough. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of downtime there. In fact, let's get another worker in just to speed this process up even a little bit more. That should double up. See, we've held the happiness here. Then the happiness is going to drop as soon as that house runs out of planks. That house that is 2 happiness there. So that will drop. If we take a look at it, we see it's still got plenty of planks. And it's got the grain, so it is in good shape. And we got the little up arrow saying it is time. So let's go ahead and upgrade our base. And that is going to unlock the food market. Now, this is a step in the right direction. Obviously, these houses need to be fed. So if I put a market down, it is going to feed all the houses in the area. Now, one of the interesting little things that was available on the Factory Town Discord server is apparently the market does have a vertical distance or vertical range as well. So you can do some kind of makeshift high-rise buildings. Obviously, you would have to have ramps or whatever going up to deliver the goods, but seems not too overly difficult to do if you get a market up above. Now, we're going to have more than just the market down the road, so we do need to leave plenty of space. So I think just for the sake of getting this all started, for right now, I'm going to put the market just down below. So I will eventually tear this market out and get myself kind of a high rise and put the market up above these. For right now, I'm going to slap it right about, let's see, where do we want it? Let's go right there. And now these houses will be auto supplied. So all of these workers that are dragging this grain over to the individual houses can now drag this grain over to the market. So let's go ahead and get all of these guys all paused up. I've got a bunch of new ones made. We're at the housing limit now. Let's get this guy. See that guy, we're going to just have him bringing grain to the market. This guy is going to bring grain to the market. And I think there is one more sitting. This one right here needs to bring it to the market. Now we'll have all that grain going to the market instead of directly to the houses. And this, of course, is going to fine-tune or streamline the entire operation. Now, just to make this go a little quicker, another thing we could do is, say, put in some chutes. So say we did something like that just to get this started. We could now have these workers not walk as far and take the grain and put it on the chute. And then we'll have this guy take the grain and put it on the chute. We'll have this guy take the grain and put it on the chute. And now these guys don't have anywhere near as far to go, and we can just feed it in there. Now, obviously, this is the very, very early stages of automation here. However, this is the basic gist of it. We're going to start off with chutes. We're going to work our way up to conveyor belts, and eventually we're going to go all the way up and have rail lines and everything else. There will be wagons that we'll be able to automate and send from building to building. That will be at the earlier game. So there's lots and lots of automation. We'll fully automate the entire thing. Although I haven't progressed that far through the game, some of the images that I see from other beta testers in the Discord server are quite impressive. These guys have made some serious metropolitan areas that are just fully automated all the way through. Just really, really impressive stuff. Now, however, this is going to do it for this very first episode and first look at Factory Town. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more of Factory Town. Do you want me to wait for it to go into full release? What would you like to see about this awesome city builder factory game? So I'm looking forward to it. The game is definitely headed in the right direction. The developer Erik is just very vocal and active with the community of fans that he's put together so far. So, I mean, it's got all the right signs of being a really, really good game, and I'm excited to see exactly where it can go. So let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see more Factory Town, and I will see you all next time around. Take it easy.